Thanks for watching. My name's Tim, the BTWN guy, and you are watching BTWN News. It's March 2, 2025. I've got an update on John MacArthur, and I've got the news that John MacArthur is scheduled to preach. But there's something about that I want to share with you that causes me to pause when I think about him preaching soon as he is scheduled. All right. It's been a while since I made a video, and I want to start with a story. I was at one of the people I work with knows that I have a YouTube channel, knows that I love Pastor John MacArthur, and he asked me, "How's Mr. McDonald doing?" I said, "Who's Mr. McDonald?" And then he said, "Who? MacArthur. MacArthur. How's John MacArthur doing?" And off the top of my head, I just rattled the following off. I said, he was in the hospital for a long time, and we know he's home from the hospital, and he's not on hospice. He's recovering at home, and we hope he has a good recovery. He after being in the hospital for quite a while, for quite a few weeks, but he's home, and he's scheduled to preach. And that's what I told my customer, and after that I was interacting with just the other day, and I thought, you know what? I need to make a video because some of you don't know what's going on unless I make a video, but a lot of you know everything that I just said. Now, I do have an update that came out today from Phil Johnson concerning John MacArthur, but before that, here's Phil Johnson on X saying, this is on February 7th, John MacArthur is recovering at home now. Keep him in your prayers. And an important question was asked. Praise God, just to be clear, he's not on hospice, right? And Phil Johnson said, no, he's not. So this is good news. That was February 7th, and an article on February 8th. A couple articles were written about that, which is why I assume a lot of you do know this already. And this tweet was tweeted today, not long ago. Phil Johnson, who has his own very serious health problems going on. If you follow him on X or on Facebook, you know that Phil's really going through it with a lot of medical issues, as has Pastor John. Well, here's Phil's tweet. He said, I spent an hour with John MacArthur this morning in his, I'm sorry, some people get mad at me saying I can't read, and they're right. Let me go through this slowly. I spent an hour with John MacArthur in his home this morning. Though his illness is not the same as mine, we've faced an incredible number of the same trials and frustrations. Keep him in your prayer. He may be gaining strength. He may be gaining strength incrementally, but he still has a long uphill recovery. Okay. So that's today's update. We know that he's alive and recovering, and he's at home. And another thing that we know that we look forward to cautiously, I would say, which is why my thumbnail says he's scheduled to preach, but here's the Shepherd's Conference. The Shepherd's Conference is happening this week, and March 5 through 7. And if you go to Friday and the last session at the Shepherd's Conference, we find John MacArthur scheduled 7 p.m. at General Session number 12. So John MacArthur is scheduled to preach, but I would look forward to it with prayers and caution. Because when the schedule came out, they didn't know how John MacArthur would be feeling this week. I have no knowledge beyond Phil Johnson's tweet about John MacArthur. That's all I have. And so pray for Pastor John, pray for Phil. Of course, we thank the Lord for John MacArthur's ministry. 85 years old. And remember when he had his 50-year anniversary at Grace Community Church? We all rejoiced, 50 years. Wow, that's incredible, 50 years. Well, now it's 56. put that in perspective. John MacArthur became the pastor at Grace Community Church when I was 3. That's amazing. God is amazing. The work that he's done through John MacArthur is amazing, and we thank the Lord for Pastor John's ministry. So there you have it. There's your update. John MacArthur scheduled to preach this week, so keep him in your prayers, and we'll leave it with that. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel already, please consider doing that. I read your comments, so leave your comments as well. Look forward to making more videos than I have in the past month, and keep in contact with you guys. So till next video, take care. God bless. And we'll look for the Shepherds Conference coming up. If you want details on where and how to watch the Shepherds Conference, I'm not the guy to tell you. Usually they do air them live, but then they take them down as soon as they're done. So check the Shepherds Conference website, check the church website, and we'll be praying. And whether MacArthur's at the conference or not, I'm sure it's going to be an excellent conference, a great time of fellowship and encouragement for thousands and thousands of pastors from all around the world. Till next video, take care and God bless.